Hey everybody, it's Aaron here with Get Your Geek On. As you can see, I'm with a bunch of people today. We're doing a little special segment of Talking Geek, but let's kind of introduce everybody first. I'm gonna start with David over here. You guys have seen him a couple times already on the show from this past week, so just give a cool shout out, David.
Again, my name's David. If you want to know about me, just watch the last couple of episodes. Yeah.
And then over here, we also have Vince from Geek Out SA. As you can see,
Hey.
nice lower third over there.
Vince, because this is what I do for a living. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, I'm here from Geek Out SA, ready to get some Talking Geek here. So let's get it done.
Yes, and then right below me, I have Erik. We've done a couple of little stream videos together from our Star Wars Squadron videos. Why don't you give a little shout out to Mr. Erik?
Hello, I'm Erik, aka Champagne Peepee, and I'm a gamer boy.
So make sure to check out everybody's links in the descriptions below. So this is kind of a special one. I know normally we kind of just release a little news thing that we talk about all the news that happened during that week, but today's gonna be a special one because I wanted to talk about it right now. Basically, everybody knows what we're talking about in this little chat, but we're actually going to talk about Gina Carano, I believe is how you say her last name, who was in The Mandalorian. She's no longer in The Mandalorian due to some controversial stuff she has tweeted, Instagrammed, whatever. So this isn't her first time saying something that was very controversial. This is actually her second time she's at least done it that I know of. So I kind of wanted to at least get everybody's opinions. I always try to stay down the middle. So we're going to kind of see where everybody goes with this. And I'm just going to throw the question out there. First of all, how do you feel that she's no longer part of Mandalorian?
Well, as in like Star Wars as a Star Wars, like as in she's not part of Star Wars, or
as that they let her go. Like, how does that make y'all feel? Like that she's done with Lucasfilms. Like they're not going to bring her back.
Are we talking business wise or like the Star Wars lore and like the franchise?
Let's do business wise first.
Okay, business wise. Look, yesterday I was heated about it. I was angry and like freedom of speech and all this, but I calmed down. I actually didn't know she had a history of doing this. I thought this was that's what I found out. Yeah. And then after I read the thorough history of what she's been doing since November, and I was like, you know what? She done goofed up too many times. You get a couple opportunities and you're done skis, bro. Yeah. So that's where I stand now. Okay. Yeah.
What about you, David? Since I see
I disagree. I don't know if I'm muted. I'm not muted, am I? You're okay, cool. I disagree completely. Everyone's has their right to freedom of speech. I'd understand if they were like live on a show or something like that, and she did some shady stuff, but she did it on her own time. I don't see anything. I don't have anything against it. It's frustrating. I'm tired of cancel culture. I think there's better things that people can do with their times rather than canceling people because they don't agree with what they have to say.
Okay. What about you, Vince?
I'm kind of conflicted on it. I'm kind of conflicted because, yeah, she did it on her own time, but you can't always, times changed. It's different from the way it was 40 years ago. So the things that you could get away saying back then are not the same things you can get away with saying now. She did it on her own time. Yes. She's not going to jail for it.
Exactly, yeah.
So, yeah, her freedom of speech, yeah, she can say what she wants, but does not give her freedom from consequence.
Yeah,
exactly.
And that's where I am. That's where I am with this. I'm conflicted in the aspect because I really liked her character.
Exactly, me too. That's what I meant. I was like,
I really liked it
or the lore because I love character.
And they left off on the last episode, the very last one, that they were gonna do something big with her.
Yeah,
and that's just kind of like not there anymore.
Yeah, now it comes, character wise. Now it's like, do you recast her or do we just season 3, episode 1. Yeah, man, she just died. I don't know. She had a heart attack or something.
She crashed on an X-wing,
right? X-wing just blows up. Oh yeah, man, she was.
I think they're gonna have to bring in another character. Not even if they don't recast her or they bring someone else in, because it's just like me. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. I'm the last person that you're gonna want to ask anything about Star Wars. But I can say from an outside perspective,
I can see you're a big Harley Quinn fan.
Yeah, I love Harley, babe. But from the outside perspective of somebody that's not like 100% familiar with the Star Wars culture, is that she's kind of like, from what I've been reading into and from what I've seen, is that she's kind of like, she's a character that doesn't have like daddy issues, and is actually like, there's like Champagne was saying yesterday, is that there's a lot of character development that she could have had, that I think they're going to have to bring in another character, so since they're trying to be like inclusive and everything like that, of giving little girls someone to look up to that's a badass and not just like somebody that just has a past and has issues and stuff like that.
I mean,
but when you're looking at it from here, this isn't, I understand the cancel culture, because I despise cancel culture. But the thing is, she didn't say this 2 years ago or even 5 years ago. Which
she said this now, yeah.
She's saying this stuff now and letting this out loud. And when you're in this kind of, if I'm in my job, and if I said something like this, I would get fired at my job, even though I did this on my own time. And I had nothing to do, because I'm part of a company that needs to not be seen with the type of people that would do this type of thing.
Yeah, let's not forget where she's at. She's working for Disney.
Yeah.
Squeaky clean, no traces of blood on my hands. She's for Disney. And then Disney has like zero tolerance, I've seen for this stuff. And she's spreading like anti-vax, like election fraud stuff. She's saying the worst possible stuff. Yeah, working at Disney, and I mean, and see, Disney did what Disney had to do.
Exactly, and kind of bouncing off what you were saying, Vince. I used to work for a company that, even though it's your social media, it was your Facebook, your Twitter, whatever, you couldn't say certain things, and if you did, you had to put in there. And they even sent us like a passage, basically, that you had to put that this basically, what was it? This is my own personal views. It does not reflect anything that the company believes and understands. And it was like a 3 or 4 sentence thing. And if you didn't put that and they found out you posted certain things, you could get fired. It was grounds for termination. And that was in our contracts that we, in our handbooks and everything. And I'm sure Disney has something very similar to these.
I'm sure
people.
Disney does have a contract that she probably violated.
Yeah.
Because
multiple
she's
times.
not talking about, I'm going to sue Disney now.
No. She's not.
She can't.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She broke her contract with Disney when she did that.
Oh yeah. And see, I think I kind of agree. I mean, I get where you're coming from, David, like the whole cancel culture thing, and I agree with you. Freedom of speech, the amendment does let us say whatever we want, basically, as long as we don't yell like fire or something inside a building with people.
Yeah.
But it doesn't, like, you all said, it doesn't protect you from consequences. You can say whatever you want, and I can do whatever I want against your words, So you said those words,
it's consequences,
you shared it. Yeah, and now the consequences.
Also, I'm saying is that context, I feel, plays into effect, is because in her exact post that she got fired for, I don't think she was wrong. I think those are straight facts. I don't think she was wrong. Me personally.
Okay, so I do agree with David on this one. Like what she
on this person,
what she shared made sense.
Made sense. That makes 100% sense in her post.
In the bigger scope of things.
Yeah.
But
and I do understand is that everyone's entitled to their own opinion and everything like that. But in this sense, I think this wasn't like a anti-vax thing. This wasn't like I'm throwing shade towards someone or I'm comparing something to someone. It's kind of was just like a statement, which in terms was sort of true. Like, I'm not saying it was 100% true, but sort of true.
So going with that, if anyone that hasn't figured out what's going on with Gina Carano, she basically shared, it was on Instagram and everything. Was it comparing
Republicans to Jews during
and the media
Nazi Germany.
to Nazi Germany.
Yeah.
So that's what, and she didn't say it. She shared it from what, right? That's what we had found out.
It was a share. Yeah.
Okay. So this is what she shared, and this is what's causing the controversy, is that she's comparing everything to what's going on in the world. And this is where I get where y'all are coming from, but at the same time, we're talking millions of people who were affected. And I mean millions of people who are no longer with us, not just, Jews. We're also talking gypsies, and we're talking minorities as well. Anyone that was essentially not blonde hair, blue-eyed because of the way Hitler and, Nazi Germany was. And she's trying to compare it to that. And I think that's too much of a radical.
Yeah, the metaphor was way too much. Yeah, I will agree that I get the message. I get the message. But the way she put it is just
I don't get the message because
comparing
you
genocide
can't compare what she said to mass genocide.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no comparison.
The correlation of the turning your neighbors against you, that makes complete sense.
Like, I get the core message, what she's trying to say.
The message that she was trying to portray makes 100% sense. But the comparison of it,
the death and genocide, you know what?
See, but
like I said, Disney.
That's where I will differ with it, because you're saying that you get that message, but that wasn't how they portrayed it. What Hitler originally did was instill fear by picking a race, and it was instilling fear about that race. And let's face it, it's actually not a race until Hitler made it a race. And that's when there's a whole thing, if you look at the census from the 1940s, Jews is considered a religion until Hitler was put in place into Nazi Germany, where it now became more of a racial thing. And that's why you actually had, in some forms, Jews as a race, because he wanted to see where they were all at. But he instilled fear about a certain culture and then turned the neighbors against them, but using hate, because what we don't understand, we fear. And once we fear, we hate as humans. That's what he did. But so it's, for me, it's a different context.
I feel like you're overthinking.
Yeah, I think
it is.
And that is a class study. You're literal.
Well, let me tell you this though, because you got to remember,
word by word.
My family, my side is Jewish. Part of my family's from Jewish. My grandfather left Poland shortly before Hitler entered Poland in 1942. And that was because when Hitler was up there talking, he felt something wasn't right and he left. So that's why I get a little passionate about this stuff, because it's like, if he didn't leave, I would have a different side of family right there. That he could have been killed. So that's why I get a little passionate. So you're right. I do kind of go that route with it.
Yeah, I think literal, if you think literal versus going deeper, the message that she was trying to portray. If you don't go deeper and you just go on a literal word for word, it makes sense what she said.
Like, not a historical context, but go into QAnon context. And you know what she's saying.
Yeah. But
there's other ways to have said that without using that.
Oh no, she's stupid.
It's a horror. I'm not justifying what she said. All I'm saying is that I understand it. Like, it makes sense. I'm not agreeing that she should have posted it or she should have said that, because if you're in that place of power, like me in general, I feel like if you're in that place of power, or you have that message, not the message, but you have that influence, you shouldn't even be touching politics. You shouldn't be touching like real world stuff. Like, you should just keep your mouth shut about it, because you're disconnected from the real world. You're in your own little famous people bubble that you don't have to deal with the same shit that. Oh, damn! I tried cutting myself. I cut myself. Sorry, my bad. But you don't deal with the same real world people problem that real people, like your everyday person, deals with. So on that, I agree with Disney for letting her go, but I don't think that it was like, again, inside of me is like.
I feel like if it was like a one-off instant, then I would have been like, you know what? She got a little loony, talk to her, get her straight, move forward. But she's been doing this for a hot minute now.
Couple of months, yeah.
Yeah, and like, as a company, I'd be like, all right, we're giving you enough chances. Like, cut the BS, man.
Because they kind of ran into the same thing, almost the same thing with the actress that played Mulan in the live action.
Oh yeah, because she had the stuff about Hong Kong, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
And
I'm not too sure about that.
So, what was her name? Do you remember, Vince?
I don't remember her name.
Let me see if I can get it. But basically, because Hong Kong's having issues with her name is Liu Yafai? I apologize. I probably mispronounced her name. I butchered names, man. We all know this. I've said it millions of times. But she took a different stance with Hong Kong and the issues that are going on over there. and what was it? She sided with Hong Kong.
It was like our Blue Lives Matter here, but over there.
Yeah, essentially that's what it comes down to.
I have it pulled up right here. It goes, she spurred calls to boycott the new movie after posting her. People were posting to boycott the movie after her posting her support for the Hong Kong riot police on Chinese social media site Weibo or Weibo or something like that.
Weibo, God, who uses that?
Weibo, I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called. Weibo. But I don't again, like, if you have that platform, don't use it for political stuff. But I do, at the same sense, in a real world, like real life situation, everyone has the right to say whatever the fuck they want. But also, like y'all said, you do have the
trailing consequences.
There's also a time and place to say some of these things. If you're saying it in your own home, that's fine. Just say what you want in your own home. Say what you want in front of your friends. But when you're broadcasting it to the World Wide Web, to everybody, that's a different story.
Yeah.
And I think
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I think Vince kind of hit it too. She didn't say this years ago as a UFC fighter when only a few of us knew who she was. He said it now that she has the fan base, the platform to sit on and possibly influence others, especially little girls that are trying to look up to her maybe. Yeah. I don't know, because I don't think she talked like this years ago, when she was with UFC.
I don't know too much of her UFC career.
I don't know anything about her before this.
What did we say yesterday? I forgot what we said yesterday. It was like, if she can beat me up, she can say whatever she wants.
Oh my god! If she can beat up, see, now you're taking stuff from closed doors and bringing them to.
I'm sorry.
This is why she got in trouble.
It made me think about it. It made me think about it.
People like you that get people canceled.
I was like, if she could beat me up, she could say whatever she wants.
You remember when David's screen just went black all of a sudden?
I know, right?
Oh man, no, but I think context matters, and I don't know. Like I'm conflicted on I support her because I'm a huge supporter. I hate cancel culture in general, but also I'm a huge fan of like why I don't support like Colin Kaepernick like in the whole like taking a knee, because it's like you're at work versus if he was doing it on his own time, do it on your own time, but you're at work doing it. So that's why, like, I would contradict my own beliefs to be mad at her for posting stuff on her own personal social media off of work or doing something out of work versus doing it while she's like at work. If she was like live if she's doing an interview, like if she's doing like an interview for the TV show and said something like in this nature, fire her 100%. But again, like I'm conflicted on my own personal beliefs towards where I stand, because on the one side of me is like, hey, she could say whatever she wants. The other side of me is like, Disney can fire you because they have the right to fire you.
Well,
and because
like if she has a contract, like Vince said, if there's that contract, you voided that contract out.
Yeah.
And then I think, kind of going with your effect, when as an actress on a ongoing series right now, when is it not your work time? Was she already getting scripts? Was she already looking at it? We don't know, because they have to film soon for Mandalorian. So we don't know what was inside her contract to begin with either. So so I mean, she could always, in theory, when you're with that big of a company, when you're either Lucasfilms, Disney, any of them, are you really ever not working because you're a face of a company now?
Yeah,
it's like Ninja saying this. He's the face of him. His own company. If he says something really dumb, his whole thing's over.
No, okay, so
you get where I'm going.
I get where you're going though.
Yeah,
I kind of want to bring up the kind of not hypocrisy of Disney also, but
excuse me.
What's the word? I had the word right in my head before when I was thinking. It was the double standard, where Pedro Pascal's allowed to say similar things where he's comparing Trump politics to Nazi Germany, but he's fine. But I don't know, man. I don't. You know what I mean?
I thought we were gonna go with him and his. Did his sister just come out as transgender?
Well, I mean, Pedro's really political also, and he gets little to no backlash on his end
because it leans towards the left.
Yeah.
I mean, you also can't. I don't know, because you can also go with Walt Disney did sit down to have meetings with Hitler.
Yeah.
So is it really left then?
Who's really right at this point?
But now, who's like, it could go either way. But I just don't, with the whole thing in general, is that what not confuses me, but I just don't know how they're going to do it. Is that how is Disney going to put out a Deadpool movie with as sheltered and like as much as they want to live in this bubble that real life stuff doesn't happen to real life people? I don't get how they're going to put out an R-rated movie like Deadpool if they can't even like keep their, like, I don't know, like, it's just because I know that Ryan Reynolds is going to push the bar, and to have that Disney bubble around him, I don't think it's going to be the same thing that could be had somebody else had the rights to it. And I think
you also have to look at it is that Disney likes to make money and Deadpool will make money.
I guess it's just a matter of money at that point.
At that point, it's a matter of money. At this point, she's a great character in a show, but she's no Deadpool.
Yeah, she was gonna get that one show, The Rangers of the New Republic, but then she was supposed to get that the lead role, but
well, that's
she got anymore. Not anymore. Let's see what they find for that.
That would be interesting because I forgot about that one too. Shoot. They're probably just gonna recast her though. That's what I think.
Ronda Rousey.
No.
Yes.
Why not?
Yes. I don't like her. I don't.
Why?
Look, she took her 2 losses and then cried, and then went to the WWE and then cried when she didn't get her way and quit WWE. And I'm like,
she really?
Yeah.
She's got the build for it though.
She has the build for it. I forgot what it was. She had a dispute with one of the other wrestlers, and she was supposed to. She wanted to like win the title because they plan all that out. And what I had read up on is like they wouldn't go into the way she wanted, so she was getting all whiny about it, and she quit.
Do you know who they could get? Actually, I thought about who they could get, and it's all under the same Disney umbrella. The chick from Thor. I can't think of her name. Valkyrie. Yeah.
Wait, but she's already.
But it's different universe. It's different universe. They could use her as an actor. That would work.
Create a multiverse between Star Wars and
Star Wars and Marvel.
I mean, they're already working on it.
That'd be funny. So another question I want to ask all y'all since we are here, what would you prefer? Would you, if since it is gonna, she is gone, it's over, and we know Cara Dune's still around. Do you want to see her recasted, or would you rather see a whole new character?
I feel like I like your idea of just she died in an X-Wing better because I mean we all know what happened, and it's just gonna kind of leave like a bitter note, like she shouldn't have been fucking fired. But I don't know. I prefer they just kill her off screen than make it weird with the fucking new person, like a Doctor Who-ish kind of Cara Dune.
Yeah, or they do what's that TV show? The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, when they brought in the new mom, and that one scene where he's all like, "You look different."
Oh God!
All they could do.
He's all like, "You look different. There's something different about you."
They could do that too.
That'd be funny.
But I think they should just kill off the character.
Yeah,
or replace the character with somebody else, like not specific character, but like put in a different character in that same role.
What about you, Vince?
I'm all for recasting her because she was an okay actress, but
I've kind of a crush on her, dude.
There's better out there.
See, and I think
Ronda Rousey.
Oh, God, no.
She's better.
Yeah, at least she has some acting skills to her.
Yeah,
I'll give her that. I think Robert said it best. Gina's good as an actress when no one else is on screen with her, but the moment you put a real actor next to her, she wasn't that good.
Yeah,
I need to rewatch it because I don't.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because Robert hated. He's like, oh, I know she's not a great actress, and then when she did some sces by herself, it was just kind of focused on her. He's like, oh, she's not bad, but then you put in like all the other people, and she's like, oh, she's bad again.
Well, look who she has around her: Pedro Pascal, Carl Weathers. Like, I mean, IG-11. I mean, what? Grogu. Of course, she's getting outshined every time, dude. Get
real
outside
actors.
Okay, you're saying Grogu's not real, dude? Get out of here.
Oh,
It's about to get real controversial in here now, dude.
Baby Yoda is real. That's the controversy. His real name is Baby Yoda. I don't care.
Oh man, Baby
Okay,
Yoda
so-
for life, dude.
Do you know who they could get, and it kind of plays back to what we talked about, Aaron? Is that the chick that Activision is getting sued for?
Oh yeah,
Activision.
they're getting sued by this like this photographer who used this girl in his photo shoot, but then Activision used the same girl for like their model.
Yeah.
So it looks like the exact same.
Because
She could be good.
Oh my god.
She could play. She
Activision
could play
girl?
her.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Is she
Play
sold
her.
or something?
No, it's just she kind of has the same look, like facial look, not body feature look, but she has the same facial look.
Just type in Activision lawsuit. It'll come up as like one of the first links from
Yeah,
Polygon.
I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I mean,
She
I get
does
it.
not look like her. You dumb, dude. You're dumb,
I'm just
dude.
saying. I'm just
Terrible.
throwing that out there.
She's
Put
all
on another 20,
She's all skinny.
30 pounds on her.
Oh, it's from Texas too. This is going on in Texas.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's from here, I think, or Austin, I think it said, or something.
but who would
So-
who would y'all think that they would recast? Like if they were to do a recast, who do you think would fit in the role?
Amber Heard.
No,
Just controversy with more controversy.
let's get another controversial person. I don't know. I
Tom
kind of like your
Cruise.
idea of Valkyrie.
Michelle Rodriguez.
I mean, I love Michelle
Tom Cruise. Put Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise just pops up, puts a wig on. He's like, "Yeah, it was me, guys."
Probably the same height and everything.
Right, dude. Michelle Rodriguez. I'd love to see Michelle Rodriguez again. I miss her. I love her.
Where's she been?
She's just.
Fast and the Furious.
I don't know.
Man, I hate those movies,
Oh
man.
my god, get out of here, dude.
Dude,
Look,
that's
it
a
has Michelle Rodriguez. You have to love him. I don't care.
Ugh.
Has my woman over there. She's from here.
where's here?
She's from San Antonio.
Oh, she is. What the fuck?
Yeah, she's actually from San Antonio.
Damn.
Not that I stalk her much.
You're gonna
Where
have
she
to put a
live?
lot of beeps on here, man.
I noticed. Thanks, guys.
Wait, there's an Avatar
Champagne.
too. Wait, I'm cussing.
You did like once or twice already.
Okay, damn, dude.
Now 3.
Oh,
Uh,
is Grogu one of the cuss words?
Grogu is a cuss word now. Because his name is Baby Yoda, not Grogu.
Ooh. Do you know who
Slandered.
actually could? I just thought about it right now. Who could play her? They could recast and it would probably fit. She was in the Baywatch remake. What is her
No idea.
name?
Baywatch remake.
Yeah, hold on.
I didn't even watch. Yeah, I didn't even watch that.
Alexandra Daddario.
Alec Baldwin.
Oh God.
Alex what?
Alexandria Daddario, I think is her name.
Alexandra
Let's see.
Daddario.
I think
Not
that's
sure
her
on that
name.
one. But now that we got
I'm-
sidetracked with that whole part.
Oh, with
my
the
bad.
with the recast
With
of
who
Cara
was
Dune.
recast now.
She kind of looks like her.
I just want to, because like, let's go ahead and end this one because like we don't have much more time. What's y'all's final thoughts on the whole thing though? Like, let's start with Vince. Like, what's your final thoughts on everything with it? Do you think it was the right decision, etc.?
I think it was the right decision. I like the character, and it kind of sucks
Yeah,
that we don't get to see her anymore.
yeah, agreed. David.
Hashtag justice for Gina.
God.
God bless, dude.
Do you remember when David's YouTube channel was already canceled in the first couple of months of the year?
No, I think I think like morally they made the right move, but I don't think I don't think realistically they made the right move.
Okay. What about you, Eric?
I would say they made the right move. Only because it's a habit. It was for a while now. It's been going on for a hot minute. So they had the right to do that because they probably warned her back then, and they kept warning her. And I agree with that. What I don't agree with is if she can't express her views, then neither can Pedro Pascal. There's kind of a
Okay.
double standard there. So
I
I
can
mean,
respect that.
you keep it equal and fair. Like if she can't talk crazy, he can't talk crazy. So I mean, that's where I stand with it.
I think I can respect you on that one. I can totally respect it because I think I fall right between all y'all. I really don't like that she got canceled and that, or not canceled, but fired, because I do like the character. But then like business stuff, like this is not your first rodeo. Like they let the whole anti-mask thing slide. They were like, you know what, just whatever, all that stuff you said, that's cool. Wait, you did it again? Like
Yeah.
know she got a talking to at some point.
Yeah,
Somewhere in the
exactly.
middle, they probably like, hey, stop doing this, please. And she was like, fine, I'll stop. And then and instead of saying it, she just shared it. And I was like, oh, look, I only shared it. I didn't say it. She was trying to split those hairs, and they're just like,
exactly.
You're done.
Too late.
Yep.
See ya.
But on that note, guys, we're going to go ahead and end it here. This is Aaron from Get Your Geek On, Vince from Geek Out SA, Champagne right below me, David from his what's your channel's name actually? Anyways, David's Scroll
It's like he has like 5 channels, dude. Let's not.
Just my main one. David Espinosa Speaks.
David Espinosa Speaks.
David Espinosa Speaks.
Check out all their links below, guys. And remember, stay geeky and get your geek on.